Oh, hey, hey, pay attention to this scene. The dialogue moves fast and it's really deadpan, but it's funny when you pay attention. It's... Are you paying attention? Are you? Are you awake? Psst. Are you asleep? You really are, aren't you? Oh my God, you are such a lightweight. Oh. And now my shoulder is your pillow, is it? Yeah. Why should I mind you literally breathing down my neck? Oh, actually. I mean, it does kind of tickle. But so help me, if you start snoring in my ear, I am going to launch you off of me like... Or maybe you'll just put your head in my lap. Oh my goodness. Can I reach my phone? I think I need a picture of this to tease you with in the morning. You do look pretty peaceful. Pretty comfortable. Pretty cute there on my lap. But then you look pretty cute all the time, don't you? That's not something I should be saying out loud. Even if you're asleep. You are asleep, aren't you? Okay. Just checking. But you do look sweet. With your eyelashes thick and smudged above your cheeks. And you know, you look good with your mouth closed for once. You're awfully cute when you're not talking. Not teasing me. Eyes closed. Not looking at other women. Oh, I need to stop that. That way lies madness. But seriously, why? Why have you never looked at me like that? I mean, we get along, right? We're in sync in all the most important ways. We have the same interests, the same work ethic, the same goals. Our families like us. I mean, yes, there are first graders who stay up later than you do, but other than that, we seem so good together. And I don't think that it's vanity to say that I'm not ugly. I'm attractive. I'm better looking than the last girlfriend you had. Admittedly, not as hot as that tall blonde you were dating. But Also not as crazy, so there's that. For a while I thought, that was it. I thought maybe you were really into the over-the-top, dramatic, crazy girls. And that's why, you never asked me out. Because I was never that. I've always just been safe, reliable, buddy, dreamy, good for a video game, funny to be around, reliable as a roommate. But that's not all I am. It's not all I could be. I'm very dramatic on the inside. On the inside, I've raged and screamed and cried. Every time you went out with someone else. On the inside, I've flounced off from the apartment every time I had a date with someone else, pretending to myself that you might be jealous. That it might affect you as much as it affects me to see you go out with someone else. I could be that wild time that made your head spin. I could meet you in a bar, and then drag you out to the alleyway to fool around until someone caught us, and we ran off laughing. I could be the one to take you through every shop and convenience store in the city, because there's a new flavor of high chews out, and I've just got to taste it. I could be the one to dance with you in the convenience store after midnight when my favorite song comes on the radio. And there's just me and you and some attendant who's not paying attention. It could be me who kisses you as if you were mine. I could take you to underground parties, you know, wearing some outrageous outfit that's just a little leotard and some strategically placed belts. And we can go where colorful people and just colorful substances and do outrageous things. But those relationships always burn hot and fast for you, don't they? And then they're done, and they're gone. And there's just me here left. Comfortable, funny, reliable me. Though, in the end, I would rather be here with you after it all fades than be exciting. But it does suck sometimes. Are you really asleep? You'd better be really asleep. But I tell you, it does suck sometimes watching you go out with other people. When I'm here, and I don't know why you don't see me like that. I mean, I don't mean to sound arrogant, but I do know that your friends want to date me. But why is it they can see something that you can't? Dita Von Teese once said that you could be the ripest, juiciest peach in the world, and there's still going to be somebody out there who hates peaches. If you hated peaches, I would get it. But not all of your girlfriends have been wild women. So many of them have been like me. So what I'd really love to know is why, if they can be like me, can't they be me? Why can't it be me? Oh, I really need to stop this. Yeah. You keep sleeping, Prince Charming. When you wake, all of this will be over and done with. And I will be back to being good old, reliable, Buddy Dreamy. But first, I'm just going to watch you sleep for a little longer. Hey, you cupcakes. You know, I can already just see the comments that are going to be coming in my comments section. Oh, Dreamy, I love you too. It's okay, Dreamy, don't be sad. I love you. We can be together. I know some of you want to say that. I know. In fact, I can even name some of you who want to say it. But you don't get to. You don't get to, because in this scenario, you slept right through it. You slept right through the whole thing. In this scenario, you just went to sleep dreaming about somebody telling you they love you. You don't get to say it back. Sorry. You know, though, you notice that character is all about why don't you love me? Why don't you love me? In the meantime, has never said it to the listener. Has never said it to you. That is not productive. That is not the way we communicate. That is not the way we have relationships. Let that be a lesson. You want somebody to tell you they love you, you got to be willing to tell them. You know who I love today? I love all you guys, but especially today, Jack. Jack, who understood the assignment when I said for Cupcake Day, I want to see you guys all complimenting each other and being special to each other. And Jack, who took it upon himself to start making images, fabulous images. If you haven't seen them, they're in my community tab, and I love them to death, of all of the characters in my in my server, or at least the ones that are like very active and we all that are participatory with each other. And if you're in the server and not participatory, well, that's okay. You don't have to, but you are always welcome and invited to join. I promise these guys don't bite, although Art might start fires. And in the comments section, I also saw a lot of people being very complimentary to each other, and I love that. You guys are so great. And As we all know, I also love to give thanks and be grateful for what I have. And I have very kind listeners, very generous listeners. Thank you to Promethean, who is now in Xena's server, the ASMR Roleplay Lounge. Last I saw him, he was going by Santa Prom. To which I say, well, jingle my bells and call me Vixen. I wanted to sit on Santa Prom's lap and tell him what I want for Christmas. But I was too late because he already stuffed my stocking. Thank you, Prom. Also, Kealoa, who I may have been a little bit flirty with in the in the patron hangout on Friday, and I may have made him blush a little bit. So I'm not sorry. It was awfully cute. And thank you also to Swaggy Llama, who likes tattoos and is trying to tattoo me, at least temporarily, with a temporary tattoo kit. I'm thinking maybe a cupcake for a tattoo. You think? Oh, I'd like to welcome Asher S. and Rain Fall, new patrons to the group. Thank you so much for joining us. And I am going to look forward to, I hope I will see you in the server. And now, on to the aliases. We have Flaws, who is now known as a flawed soul, hopelessly in love with a fleeting soul. That is very sweet. We have Gang, who changed his name to, oh no, autocorrect sent my Christmas list to Satan. Always Able has changed his name to, if you can't do it perfect, do it so you're well enough away by the time it fails. And there is Lion in Winter, who's changed his name to Vermaken den Moil oder vet Kappenfles. Yes. I have no idea what language that is. Den Vermaken den sounds like Yiddish, but that's not familiar to me. Like, although what I don't know in Yiddish is almost everything, so that means nothing. I knew how to get out of my parents' way when they started speaking Yiddish is what I knew. Quasi Crafter is for, and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy... That's it. We'll learn more tomorrow. Old Bean UK is now... Now I am become Cupcake, the destroyer of diets. Thank you, Cupcake Oppenheimer. Hey, raise your hand if you knew that that was a quote by Oppenheimer before the movie came out. And then keep your hand up if you knew that before Oppenheimer it came from the Bhagavad Gita. I can only hold my hand up for part of that. I knew he said it, I didn't know where he got it from. Duke is helpless whenever he hears Dreamy's beautiful voice. Duke, you leave me helpless when you say such sweet things. Swaggy Llama is now day 7. I feel like I have a case of Stockholm Syndrome. I really feel a connection with her, and honestly, I might be falling in love. Oh, I do believe putting on that Riz is how you got so swaggy. Art is... La gente de servidor es el grupo más caótico y variado con el que he interactuado, por ende el más divertido y especial. Yes. Absolutely. Agreed, Art. You know, like, if he spoke that to me, I wouldn't be able to pick one word from another. Like, but having it in print, I can understand it. Plus, context. He's talking about the server, so I can easily recognize the word chaotic and varied. And also, diverting and special. Bellamy, who is about to DM a Sunday game in the server while I'm doing this, is now a hero would sacrifice you to save the world, a villain would sacrifice the world to save you. I am no hero. Christian Cleopatra is now... Art makes warm bonfires that we gather around, eating roasted acorns and listening to Dreamy's wonderful voice as she tells. Jack. Oh, dear Jack. Jack is another one that's about to make me butcher another language. God, you guys. And with no context of what language. Well, it's, you know what? It's Jack, so it's probably, it could be a lot of languages, but I'm going to guess Arabic. So, maybe Waliyanak Hulim Ana Agfu Cathedran. I have no idea what that is. These are hard to look up too, because like I can't just highlight from where I am. There we go. Oh. It was Arabic. Because you are so kind, I fall asleep a lot. Thank you, Jack. Marius Darkwolf continues the song with, on the 7th day of Dreamymas, my VA gave to me 7 wolves to hunt in the 7 Wolf Hunter videos. Thank you, guys. I would like to thank all of the bakers and pound cakes that I have not yet mentioned. Mr. Rickles, Anand, Sonant Sand, Goose, Kahlua Bear. Oh, Forces, who I missed. He changed his name to Now with added vitamin P. There's also Cody, Pierce the Evening Star, and Tonberry Shuffle. Thank you, guys. I adore you guys. And of course, thank you to everyone who is still listening to me. And if you're still here now, if you haven't liked and subscribed, go ahead and like and subscribe, because let's face it, if you're here with me now, you're here with me. Let's go. Come along for the ride. And of course, be as good to yourselves as you are to me. I will talk to you tomorrow.